Welcome, citizens. Shadarius here. I am hoping that I'm on a server that actually spawns missions. So I'm hearing that missions are few and far. I mean, they've been few and far between already, but now I'm hearing they're close to non-existent. If that is the case, we might end up doing some salvaging, perhaps? Some mining? Things still don't want to stack. Hilarious. Avid display info 4. Avid display info 4. Yep, still a lot of inventory delay. Okay. Ava display info 0. Ava nav mode.
Quantum ready.
Drinking some coffee.
100% impulse.
Ava warp factor.
Nav ready.
Ava warp factor 1.
Engaging quantum drive.
Quantum travel complete.
Come on. Trying to turn on my chat alerts so I pay attention to you guys when you talk to me.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Ava warp factor 1.
Engaging quantum drive.
Engaged.
More coffee.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad, not too bad. Taking a break from baking.
What are we baking?
I made a cherry pie and about 5 dozen cookies.
I love cherry pie.
I'm not super happy with the cherry pie. I may make another one later.
I am the official crust maker of the family. I make the crusts.
Crusts are not easy.
I don't know, I got it kind of down to a science. And we use this low-carb flour called carbulose. So it's still wheat flour, it's just very, very high in fiber. So, like, it still has gluten in it, and it works fairly well one-for-one for flour. So, I always do the super cold butter crust.
Right, I'm icing the water this time around. I heard that can help.
Yep. Yeah, I do the same.
Which I think was one of my problems in the past, so we're going to see how that works out.
I love baking. It's like science!
It is the more sciencey, like cooking is both a science and an art.
Yeah.
Baking leans more towards the sciencey end, whereas like chef work is more towards the arty end.
Agreed.
But they're both.
Yep, it's fun.
It is. I like baking. That's why since roughly noon, I've made a pie and 5 dozen cookies. And that's what? Just under 2 hours.
Ava, final approach.
Landing
When I get going,
weapons
I am a
engaged.
machine.
100% impulse.
Not the machine,
Combat
but that
mode
guy's hysterical.
enabled.
The
You have
machine.
the con.
If you give the machine vodka, you would have a good time.
Give the machine tequila, you also have a good time, but pay for it later.
Facts. Have you seen that particular stand-up comic?
I have not.
Bert. Last name starts with a K, and I can't remember the exact. If you look up I Am the Machine comedian, it'll come up. It's hysterical. His best, or his most famous bit is, so he takes Russian in college and ends up going on a trip to Russia for it.
Oh wait, I have seen this guy. Yes, I know who you're talking about now.
Yes, his stand-up routine for that one is absolutely hysterical. They made it into a movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie yet because I'm waiting for it to stream, which probably does at this point. But,
Yeah, he ends up like hanging around a whole bunch of Russian gangsters, and nobody's wearing a shirt and
yes.
stuff. Yeah,
He
okay.
ends up with the mafia on the train.
Good stuff.
Yeah. We have contracts. Why do I only have that? Oh, because of where I'm at. Okay. See if I have something to take me back to my crate.
Oh yeah, I do see a few here and there.
Well, I was running, doing trade routes. I'm over 500,000.
Oh, nice. I'm at like 220. But you put in some extra time on the trade routes.
It is. I find it to be, for me, especially for most solo people who aren't really good dogfighters, it's going to be your best return on investment for time.
Sure.
And I am not a really good dogfighter. You are. I've seen you in action. You're a very good dogfighter. You can make your money on bounties. Does that make sense?
Yeah, if I could get the missions to
Populate.
do it, yeah. But I've got a. There's an evil. I'm not getting. I'm not getting normal bounties. I'm getting strange stuff. I'm getting player bounties. Player bounties are 150K. But
I think in the missions we have two separate issues conflicting. We have a back-end communication issue that some people, it comes up time to time, haven't figured out why. And there's only a pool of so many contracts to go around, and there are 6 times as many people pulling from it, and they haven't adjusted.
I am totally impressed with the high server frames per second and the AI on these bunker missions. I went on
Go ahead.
I went on this active bounty mission. I think it was an HRT mission. And I was unsure because it's hard to tell from the descriptions. I'm still figuring that out. Is this going to be on the ground? Is this going to be in the air? I don't really know. It was on the ground, and it was in a really like deep valley, and of course the turrets are going to shoot at you, and I'm like, I don't have the firepower to kill those turrets, and survive in the. It's just. I don't know. I think the problem is with the Star Lancers is just too slow. Like I can't avoid fire. If I'm in a smaller ship, I can circle around and take out the turrets.
Fair enough.
But in the Star Lancer, I just eat all the shots and they go through my shields really quickly because turrets they're the shit.
They hit hard.
So I just land behind some rocks and I take my pulse down. I just kind of weave it through the valley and down the mountain and get down there.
Absolutely. That's what I tend to do.
I'm trying to see if there's guys there. I'm like, I see a whole bunch of guys. I spin the bike around and I park it behind this hill, this rocky hill, and I get out and I start trading fire with these guys, and they're hitting me. I actually really like where they have damage at right now, where you don't seem to get a tiered injury right away. Like, it starts getting your health down. You can take a few, you can get winged a few times, like 3-4 times it seems, if you've got cover, and you don't just start bleeding out or whatever. So we're trading fire, and finally, and they like start zooming over to where I am, and one guy flanked me. Luckily, I heard him climbing over the hill and spun around and shot him. But then I'm like, oh gosh, if there's more guys flanking me, I'm screwed. So I moved positions, and the three guys that were coming from the other direction got there, and I took two other guys out that were like off on the side. And all of a sudden, I hear the other guy shooting. I'm like, what are they shooting at? And someone on my chat goes, they're shooting your pulse. And they found where I was hiding before, and they went there, and they're like, fuck you and your pulse. And they blew up my pulse.
Literally, fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Exactly. And I was like, this is awesome. I was impressed. I was so impressed that they, even though I moved and I wasn't shooting from there anymore, they were like, all the sound came from right here, you guys. And then when they got there, they're like, I don't like that thing. That's a blue thing.
Right.
And they just blew that sucker up. And so I was able to kind of, I was able to flank them because they were over there, but they still started coming right at me and using cover. And I was just blown away on how fun that was. It was really challenging solo. So,
are you still running bunkers, or?
I haven't really decided yet. I just parked, and I was gonna bank some of my gear.
Right, I've got some stuff in inventory I wanted to drop off, so I'm heading back to damage for a minute.
And so then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna check the missions and just see if there's, bounties or bunkers I can run that, will be good. Or, if not, I've got the cargo. Oh my god, I'm down to 5 frames per second all of a sudden.
Local or server?
Local.
Huh.
Wow.
You got a background process that popped up?
I don't think so. Luminalia stuff is finally working on the webpage.
Oh, thanks for the heads up. Bounce over there while I'm in transit. What? Okay. Cool. I like those. That will go in my hangar.
I am digging the process for what my fire. There's a fire extinguisher in my. That's weird. There's just one lying on the floor in my hangar, or in my cargo area. I don't know. And I can't pick it up. That's really weird. I'm really digging the how everything's working with like the back garage.
Wait, what?
The garage. I'm digging how the Star Lancer is working with the garage.
Okay, yeah.
The cargo
it is a nice, versatile ship that pack a whole lot of utility into that package. It's not going to be an expert in any one thing. Like, are there better cargo haulers? Absolutely. Are there better?
Right.
But it's a great jack of all trades. It's pilot-controlled weapons. Are they size 4s or size 5s?
They're size 4s, and then the turrets are size 4s. But the TAC, which is what I really have, its pilot is size 4s, which is totally fine. And the turrets are they're size 5s, so it's significant step up in firepower as long as you're multi.
Right.
And it has 3 shields instead of 1.
I would like to see more of the ships that are designed to be multi-crew go to smaller pilots, pilot-controlled weapons. I know I'm in a minority on that one, but
I'm not so sure about that. What I would like to see is both, like, when it comes to armor, what they need to do is they need to take ships like the Freelancer or the Starlancer size, those medium to large ships,
right,
and make it so that they can shrug off some of the smaller ships, frankly.
Yeah.
Right? Like, in order, if they just made it so that ships on either side of you, right? So if I'm in a Constellation Andromeda, I shouldn't care about light fighters as much, right? I mean, if you got 10 light fighters, I'm screwed. I get it. 1
or 2, your shields
right.
should be able to, shields and armor should be able to soak that damage because they should not be able to hit hard
Correct.
enough for you to give a shit.
Correct. But then, okay, 2 heavy fighters. Now that's different.
Now you're worried.
Right, now I'm worried. Yeah, and then so kind of like they got to do this combat sandwich, right? So the ships immediately below and above you are kind of your sweet spot, right? If I'm a Constellation Andromeda, below me with my turrets, I should be a threat. Maybe not so much farther past one above me, though, right? So I should be able to maybe go after Carrack-sized things, right? The subcapital type things with a Constellation Andromeda. And, the Polaris and the 890s, not so, that's going to take like a combination of things, right? Plus torpedoes, plus, right? Like the big ships, you're going to need the sharpshooters, right? Some of those heavy fighters, the Ion, the whatever, to take out, defenses. And CIG's talked about this too, right? Like there has to be a strategy and a process with those capital ships, right? Where you've got to get a shield face down enough to where you can start picking off, turrets, the point defense systems, that kind of stuff. And then once you've got a vulnerable flank, that's when that ship becomes vulnerable to, torpedoes. So, you're looking at multiple types of ships being involved in the fight in order to get at subcapital and capital type stuff. And I'm hoping with armor and engineering and those kinds of things that things will play out a little bit differently.
Right, because we've taken down hammerheads on a regular with a handful of medium ships. Mm-hmm. And that seems to weaken that hammerhead quite a bit. That's a Corvette.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a big dude.
Right, and that's where I'm saying, like, okay, so like an Andromeda versus, a couple, like 2 Andromedas versus a hammerhead, thumbs up. 1, right? And then heavy fighters, not so much, right? But if you did like a Connie, 2 heavy fighters. You know, like 2 or 3 heavy fighters could maybe make a Connie in a fight like that. Something, you know, like they've just got to play around with some of the numbers there, and the way that the ship, the ship weapons and the shields and the armor all kind of work together to do all that.
Yeah, with the 2 Andromedas on a hammerhead or something of that class. Yeah, I think the Andromedas should win, but that's a war of attrition.
Mm-hmm.
Because the hammerhead just can't bring its firepower to bear because the Andromedas, comparatively, are fast and maneuverable.
Mm-hmm.
But the shield should be able to soak a lot of damage those Connies are throwing out because it's a Corvette.
So what I'm hoping is that the light fighter meta gets significantly changed, which will make some people unhappy, but it shouldn't really. Like the light fighter meta right now, like big deal. Like, oh, you're, you know, like it's not really a skill thing. Know what I'm saying?
I really suck with the fighters, so.
But what I'm saying is that the literally it is every other ship that isn't a light fighter can't really hit you.
Got it.
And you can kite at a distance, and no one, you know, basically you can get your nose on people, other people can't get their nose on you. And you can hit from a distance, but they can't hit you from a distance because you're too maneuverable. And so it's all, you know, just it's a physics problem that honestly they probably shouldn't fix from the physics side. Right, the part that they should fix is how the gunships and the larger ships are able to counteract the fighters, which is frankly, like, I'm just too tough.
Right.
My shields can regenerate faster than 2 or 3 of you can try and blow through them.
Exactly.
And my turrets are somehow, you know, because they're turret mounted, because they're whatever it is, right? They should make those turrets deadly to light fighters, like especially on things like the Connie and the you know, the hammerhead types, you know, some of those in between ships, where, you know, they should just be like, they're just filling the area, right? They're filling the area with deadly bolts that are gonna mess your ship up pretty quickly.
There's a whole lot of hits. You screw up once or twice, it doesn't matter how good you are.
And the way that you have to counter that is you have to be there in a ship that can tank some of that damage in order to take out that turret. Then you can have some light fighters come in, right? You know, like there's these chess moves that have to happen. That I hope that's what they're moving towards when this happens, because then it's just so. It's so exciting to have.
It has potential to be.
Yeah, to have, because then, you know, then you're looking at, all right, well, so now we need some coordination in the battle. Now, you know, now you've got people that have skills in the coordination or the logistics of the battle that just need information, right? And, you know, maybe the Carrack and the map and you know, things like the Terrapin or the Hornet that have the extra sensory data in there can be relaying the battle
ship.
Yeah, the battle map. Yeah. And so you can
get an AWACS and matters.
Exactly. And then you have, you know, you've got some command and control. I just think that has some really exciting gameplay for some of the, especially like the larger orgs, right? They need that kind of stuff, I think.
Yes. They're going to need this. because the larger orcs are the ones that can actually roll out an escorted cap to blow the shit out of things.
Yep.
But have an actually escorted a battle group, you've got to have your 6 to 10 on the capital ship.
Yep.
Gotta have about 1 or 2 gunships and a couple of fighters and several fighters in your escort. I mean, you're coming in with 8 ships. You need 15 people, 20 people to fly them all.
Engine systems disabled.
But the RSI ship just came out.
The Polaris.
Polaris, thank you. But a Polaris or a Hammerhead, escorted with a couple of gunships and a wing of fighters. By Idris. And F all the way off.
Yeah.
In no time.
And like, I think still make it so that, like if you have the numbers, right, even if you're down, you're down a few sizes on ships, sure, eventually, like, you could play the attrition game if you wanted to. You're going to lose a lot of fighters, but you could Zerg, another group, right?
Right.
But it, like, it would take a lot of resources and time, and you're better off, you're better off in, battle groups of maybe 10 to 20 people at most, with a combination of ships, and that's your happy place for this kind of stuff.
Right.
Uh-oh. Ava display info 5. Okay. Ava display info 4. Ava display info 4. Fun. All right, pending moves done. The quad hover bike is making quite an excellent inventory mover.
Really? A quad jumper?
Yeah, because it has 600K of space, and so I'm just filling up my backpack and go down and filling up the, I'll be able to make, like, instead of just, running around with my backpack, I think I'll be able to make, 4 less trips, kind of a thing.
Right.
We'll see how it goes. I'm trying not to use boxes until I have a little bit more money and I'm a little bit more comfortable with the game.
That makes sense.
Because before, when I had millions, like, losing, 30K of boxes didn't bother me so much.
30K is significant now.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing I think I want CIG to do, they had a really good idea when it came to looting, and they increased what stuff you could put in your backpack. Right, so you can fit armor pieces in there, things like that now.
Yeah, since everything is physicalized, they needed to give us a better way of getting it.
But I think that it's still not quite right.
You're right. I think it needs to be a little bit more friendly to us, so that we can actually carry shit out.
It's so easy. All you need to be able to do is fit in a small backpack, a set of light armor. In a medium backpack, plus a little, plus guns and things like, so however big that backpack is, you should be able to fit all your gear inside of it within reason. Right?
I would
large
say
backpack.
Your light backpack can hold a suit of light armor and handguns, not a problem. Medium and handle medium armor and regular main weapons.
Right.
And then your heavy backpack can get your sniper rifles and heavy weapons.
Yeah.
Along with a suit of heavy armor. And that seems to be effectively balanced based on what you roll in with.
Yeah, but it's not quite there yet. So.
No, but it is definitely an improvement.
Yeah, it's a huge improvement.
And don't play with the numbers. They keep doing that.
But certainly, it's what I used to do before was I would have an 8 SU box and a couple of 2s and one size 1, and then anytime I filled up a 2 SU box, I'd bring it back and I'd put it in the 8 SU box and I'd open both of them, move everything into the 8 SU.
I think they do need to work on their inventory interface a bit better, so that if I've got 2 boxes, I can move straight from one box to the other. I don't have to move it to me and then over.
And that would literally make it almost perfect. Is just be able to, hey, this box is right next to that box. I can open the inventory to that other box, and then it would be almost perfect.
I do think that needs to be their next step of inventory-related improvements.
Yeah. So I forgot to get the next grouping here.
And they need to affect for a fee loading of cargo. So that I don't have to do it myself. I'm willing to pay a premium.
But they have that for some of it now.
It should be available for all vessels. If I want to hire cargo, I should be able to hire one person to load my cargo. Done a lot of time on docks.
That was one of my summer jobs when I was in college.
And it's not a bad gig. Honest work usually pays halfway decent.
My first day on the job, the union was having a strike vote, and this huge guy, bigger than me.
You're not a small dude.
I'm not a small dude. He just looked at me because I was not union. I was just summer temporary help. He just looked at me and said, "We vote to strike, and you come to work tomorrow, I will break your legs." And I was like, "Welcome to Chicago unions. Hello."
Teamsters or dock workers, or do you remember?
It was dock workers, I believe, but it was a long time ago. He was a good guy, though, and they did not vote to strike, so...
You did not have to worry about having your legs broken. Why is this ship sitting in my hangar? I hate when they do this.
I'm happy to say that the move all button is working rather nicely today.
Really? I haven't had that do anything resembling work since they physicalized inventory.
Because all I'm doing is running to my bike and doing a move all. And then running to my inventory and doing a move all. It's about, I want to say it's about 5 loads of stuff. So it's definitely saving me trips. And they increased a lot of the personal storage for stuff inside of ships, I noticed. So
the ships I own don't have any interior storage. So
yeah, the Ursa, both of the internal storage compartments are 1.6 SCU, I think. So it's essentially like 3 1 SCU boxes, and that holds quite a lot of stuff.
It's not nothing.
Maybe display info 0. I collapse some of this stuff in on itself. There's a lot of stacking problems still in inventory. I don't know if that's part of the server issues or not. Some things seems to stack okay, and other things just go, nah. I think I got everything.
Engine systems enabled.
All right.
I mean, I gotta say that, you know, the things that aren't working are kind of a bummer. You know, like the missions are a little hard to get or whatever, but like a lot of the rest of it, they're like so close. Like you can almost taste it.
They actually fixed one of the things made a large step in one of the things I've complained about, which is server stability and server population.
Mm-hmm.
And I know server isn't going to be technical, is the correct terminology here, but that's what I'm used to for MMOs. You now can get 6 times many people in an environment, which is good. We're running much higher frames per second, which is good. So those are definite steps in the right way. They need to continue improving and streamlining for a better efficiency, because they're not where they need to be yet, but they've moved in the right direction. So that is very hopeful. What else we got? It does look like some of their cargo-related issues are starting to get fixed. Like you were saying, it's not there yet, but it's good strides. And I do think once they fix their, I don't want to say fixed, but tweak their algorithm for the contracts, I think a large part of the issue goes away when we have a better pool of contracts to pull from. Because we have many people, so they need to up the number of contracts proportionally.
Yeah. And they did say, more or less, that, you know, they didn't get the contract stuff working the way they wanted to in 4.0, which is why they didn't make it the only live environment. But like, I just don't really see the point in, unless you still need to complete the save stand missions. which, you know, has an effect on your, you know, your permanent equipment, right? You get armor or whatever. But unless you don't need to do that, there's no reason to not just do it in 4.0, because that's the only, you know, unless it's experience, there's nothing else to gain.
And that's why I went ahead and moved over.
Yep. Yeah, me too. The rest of the experience is so much nicer that I'm like, you know, I got Dyer. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Dyer, you sound like you're driving.
Yes, sir, I am. That's why I popped in. Say hi.
Yep. I'm moving loot. It's
cool.
They, you know, with being able to fit the armor into your backpack a little bit easier now, I'm not forced into doing boxes necessarily, but it would still be faster with a big 8SU box to move around.
True.
But I could do, like, instead of just trying to load stuff up with my backpack, you know, and running to my inventory, I'm loading it onto my into my quad bike and just run it down to the inventory that way. It's working pretty good.
Engine systems enabled.
The Dragonfly has a storage, doesn't it?
Yep, almost all the bikes have some kind of storage, and it's like 600 micro SU or something like that. So it's like over half a 1 SU box. So you can fit a bunch in there, especially compared to a backpack.
Engine systems disabled.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was doing some bunkers at Hurston and came around some P4s in a red box with scopes, with night scopes 4 times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
I haven't gotten a night scope yet, but I've gotten a couple of the other, you know, the souped up scorched.
Yeah. I do like the Scorch. I just have to go back to Pyro and get the Scorch guns. They pretty much come in at every kind of gun. Scorch for the P4 to do the. What was the one with the mini Gatlin one? What's the name of that one?
The
50 rounds.
the P no I'm thinking Demico, but that's not the right one. P55? P55?
FS55.
Yeah.
FS55, yeah.
Yeah, that comes in Scorched. I just saw on YouTube. He has a Scorched one.
Cool.
Yeah, but but I was doing some bunkers in Hurston. I did some looting in Pyro here and there. Where luckily I wasn't shot sometimes, but I went back to Skyden and I needed some money, so I was doing some bunkers there. Hey, 44K per mission. Hey, I'm not gonna give up that.
Yeah. And I noticed player bounties are 150K now.
Yeah, what's up with that? Is that really, is that a glitch? Because I saw a shitload in Pyro. I'm like, some say it was actually like a glitch, some say it's like a setup, or people are just waiting for you and they just pounced on you.
I hope what that is their attempt to. So prior to this, there wasn't a whole lot of downside to being the guy who just shoots other people, to being a murderer. There was no downside. It was too easy to get out of jail. Now, if you've thrown 150,000 credit bounties at players, that now balances some of the risk versus reward.
Yeah, what I would love to see them do is also allow a player Like there's the base thing. Like every time you kill someone and you get a count or whatever, it doesn't just, there's a base level bounty that gets added, and it adds up. It doesn't just stay at 150K. It's 100K per thing. But every time you say, yes, this person murdered me, right? You also get the opportunity to add to the bounty.
Like you can throw in some of your own money back.
Yeah. Because then you're going to have,
as long as it's linked to
right, Avenger
commission of the crime.
Yeah, Avenger 1's going to be wandering around with a $30 million bounty on his head. You don't think
But he's earned it.
Yeah, exactly. But then now bounty hunters have a real career, right? If you find one of those guys, if you find a griefer net guy on their own somewhere, and you kill him, yeah, you get boom, you've got 50 million in the bank all of a sudden. So I'm excited to see how they can do some of that stuff.
When I saw the huge increase in player bounty, I'm like, I wonder if that's their attempt to balance the risk versus reward for people being murderers.
No.
I take it that you guys haven't taken the 150K bounties yet.
I haven't taken one yet because I'm not going to go bounty hunting in my Star Lancer, and that's what I've been flying around with. But I was thinking that it might be fun just to see how they go, and a bunch of us go out in like maybe a Connie of some kind with a ton of missiles for missile spam and a couple of good fight. I'll bring my Hornet or something, and see, because the other thing that I'm hearing is that when you do that bounty, if you're in a group of 4 people, you're not splitting that money. Everyone gets 150K, and it's the same.
Oh, I thought they fixed that on the hotfix.
I don't think so. But I'll have to look. I haven't seen anything that says that they fixed that yet, and a lot of people saying that that's the way it was. But I guess we'll find out.
Well, I haven't done any bounty hunting because I'm not a great dogfighter, so.
Right, but you can shoot missiles.
I can shoot missiles when I get a ship that has missiles.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's the combination of ship jobs that's going to make that strong, right? Not to mention, if we pop an Ursa in the back of that Connie for the fighter pilots, and when we die, one of us just jumps in the in the P-52 or into a turret or whatever. We're still a threat multiple times.
If anything, I'll be jumping on like maybe another hour, but
cool.
You could you and Val could be in your Star Lancer. You could take one of those size 5 turrets that you have, or size 4 turret, and then I'll jump on one of my fighters. Maybe a Vanguard or the Guardian, and we can check those bounties.
Yep, I'm down. I'm totally down.
All right, cool. All right, gentlemen, I'll see you like in a little bit, and
cool.
I'll see if the 150K missions non-splittable.
Woohoo!
All right, then. I'll catch you guys later.
Have a good one. Yeah, I'm totally impressed with this. The improved containers here. I like it. Ava, Impulse 5.
5% impulse.
What do you mean by improved containers?
The improved containers on the ships. Just fitting more stuff in it. Making life easier. They just need it. It's like 65% there.
Yeah, the balance-related things, like playing with the numbers to get things exactly right, that takes time.
Oh no! I
have no level of irritation with them for the balance numbers not quite being there yet.
Mm-hmm. I just crashed, I think.
Yeah, something ran into me and blew me up when I was
client
turning to...
Yeah, crashed the desktop.
Oh! No, I actually had a collision in-game, and it's like, there was nothing there. I was turning.
Yeah, that's still happening. Oh, Maki, I totally didn't see you there. Hey. I guess I'm crashing. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm super happy with the meshing. Like, I feel like that's made a big difference. And like the things that aren't working aren't really like it's things that I think are very fixable. And they're things that I think they already know how to fix for the most part. It's more so like everything, all that stuff is just tuning as opposed to like this brand new meshing tech. Probably the next thing really is like with meshing is the dynamic meshing. And that'll take some work.
Yeah.
But
they need to get it so that their ROI on resources is such that it's better than when it was 1 shard per server. Right now, it's less than that, which I get it. They're trying to figure out.
Well, it's kind of they're kind of
like
where
you're putting in 10 servers to harness all this. You need to break 1,000 users for it to be worth the resources.
2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, they were only at 50 users per server. So they actually have gone kind of back to that. Yeah. So, and the interesting thing is so it's 500 regular users, and then 100 on top of that, so that if you form a party, they have buffer for parties to be able to join a server.
Gotcha.
Which I thought it was really cool how they did that, which makes it easier for people in a party to get into servers because they've got that buffer. So if you're a single player and you just say, give me the best one, it'll put you anywhere that doesn't already have 500 users. And then with parties, it'll be like, yeah, we've got that buffer. And so that's why they're doing that, which I think is really kind of cool. This thing is still dead. I had to force quit it.
I'm in a similar boat, it looks like.
Maybe they're doing... Oh, they updated something 3 hours ago. Okay. So they did turn off hangar spawn.
I noticed the last time I was spawning in the hotel or.
And the reason why they had to do that was because there were people with a corrupted hangar that were just stuck. It wouldn't bounce them back to a hab, so they just couldn't log in at all. And they said if you are from a corrupted hangar on a shard, try a character repair now. So that is interesting. But yeah, I think the server might have just died. It wasn't a client crash.
No, because I crashed out too. And I joined on you.
I'm going to try and... Yeah, I'm going to invite you to a party.
I'm not in game.
It hasn't registered you as out yet. Let me know when you get back in, and I will...
Okay.
So that's the other thing I wanted to test, too, is I'm going to just share missions and see if the payout is still good. It doesn't work with hauling missions, but for the other ones, because honestly, like, just take all the, like, everyone goes out. Any mission that doesn't split the payout does full thing should always be shared out to a party.
Agreed.
And a part of me hopes somewhere deep inside that they're playing around with how can we get more people to play in a party? And
Which goes back to I want to see pilot-controlled weapons on multi-crew ships.
Yeah.
Dude. Because then if you've got the multi-crew ship, freaking multi-crew it.
I think that's why the Star Lancers have size 4 guns instead of size 5. I think they understand that that's too much firepower for a pilot. That's why the Corsair got nerfed also. Because 4 size 5s plus 2 size 4s is too much. And probably also for the Connie, too. Connie was still a great ship when it had 4 size 4s.
It was. The turrets on that, are those 4s or 5s?
They updated the turrets to size 3s. Again, going along with your theory, those turrets are more powerful now because they're size 3s instead of size 2s. So you put someone in there, that's just better for your crew. So, yeah, I'm totally. I would gun on anyone's ship.
I would push those up to 4s, and drop the pilot controlled ones back down to 4s.
Yeah, exactly. Like make it worthwhile.
Constellation needs other things fixed too.
Yeah.
It's just those are real easy things. There are little glitches that happen too often in the Constellation, and I love the Connie. It is a great airframe.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of stuff in it. The storage lockers work now.
Do they?
So you've got Yep. They added storage.
I love the Constellation with 4.0. So
yeah. I had a Constellation Taurus on my CCU upgrade path to the Star Lancer TAC
cargo version, right?
Yeah, and I thought really hard about whether I would keep that until the TAC came out, or move all the way to the to the end of the list, because the TAC have the max because it's the loaner for the TAC.
Right, the TAC isn't fully implemented yet.
But I'm like, I want to experience that newer ship with the newer design philosophy and just kind of see how it's going. And then of course then I learned that they added the working lockers and other stuff, and I'm like, if I had known that, maybe I would have kept that. But I'll get one again for sure.
Right, I don't. So if I spend more money on the game, which I'm very light on my real money investment in the game, it has to be something I know I'm going to get the in-game stuff back out of. Cargo, since the hauling missions, since you only really want to do the small ones right now until you're going back and forth between Pyro and Stanton, which, unless you're working with a group, you don't want to do.
Correct.
Why can't I plug in? So I don't need a large cargo ship. Vulture's worth it. You get money back on that real easy.
Yep.
Prospector's worth it. You get money back on that really easy by yourself, because those are entry level for what they do. Those are perfect. I miss my C2, but is that worth the money? Honestly, I don't think so.
Yeah,
because you really need to bring a couple of lumpers with you to move on. If you're throwing 700 SCU at cargo and shit, you don't want to do that by yourself. I've done it. It sucks. You're better off with 3 or 4 small missions with a total of 50 SCU. You'll get more bang for your buck. A2, that's another story, because that brings that's a whole different. A2 is going to be really good with your buddies for, I think, to and from Pyro, because that's just a whole lot of hate that it can just throw into an area.
Sure.
It's going to make people think twice. Granted, it only carries a little over 200 SCU, right? But it's a lot of hate.
Yep. I mean, the Polaris looks really good against that now too. because it has
for
500.
similar.
Like you could use that as because you can bring your protection with you. Right.
It's got the.
You can launch if you can easily put 3 or 4 light fighters in there.
You could easily put 2 heavies up in there, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you don't want to fly heavies if people are attacking, right? You want to fly lights because lights are the only thing that matter right now. If PvP type pirates are attacking you, light fighters are the only thing. Like you're better off putting 8 Furies in there than anything else, honestly.
Right.
And then
I'm being called away for a minute.
No problem.
In a minute.
Yep. I think I'm gonna try and I don't know. It's counting down. It's just taking a long time. $144 in the queue. $118. It's crazy. Ludicrous space game. All right. 17, I'm so close. All right, I'm in. I'm in ish. I have a display info 4. All right, 82. Oh no, shard 20. Game server 80. And there's 77 people. Really miss getting into that hangar right away. It's never a good idea to see dead bodies around.
Hi. Let me know if there's anything I can help you
approaching
with.
station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Hi. Thanks for coming in. Hi. Welcome to the store.
Careful, doors are now closing.
Hi. Welcome.
Nearing next stop.
Oh, yeah. Dead people around here.
What?
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. You'll please visit us again.
Okay. Utility. Could have sworn that I had more than one of these.
I'm back.
And better than ever.
They've rebuilt me. Better, stronger, faster.
Let's see, utility, weapons. Want to bring. Kind of feel like. There we go. Okay.
Before I had to meander, you had asked me to let you know when I was back so that you could send a group invite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yay.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Hey, man. Impulse 5.
5% impulse.
All systems disabled.
There we go. Thanks. Have to be a little bit more patient on the inventory moving. It seems to be working much better.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check. Weapons system is off. Greetings, system in, system off.
My gosh, it repaired everything finally. It's been stuck at 750 AUEC for days.
I remember you complaining about the other day.
Ava, prepare for takeoff.
Contacting docking control. Commencing launch sequence. Powering up the ship. Systems ready. Lights on. 100% impulse. Targeting default set. You have the con.
Now is the space junk... Yep, I have permanent space junk in just my hangar.
Bonus?
I wish I could say that.
To rent you a vulture?
Well, it's... No, it's just... yeah, it's landing gear.
Oh.
Ava, let's get underway and head to standard orbit.
Retracting landing system. Quantum ready. Direct ship to 90 degrees for max thrust in 3.
Character repair?
2.
Repair? Maybe it'll give you a new hangar.
1.
Yeah.
100% impulse.
I can get around it.
Boost
I
second
just have to
full
remember
trim.
that's always there. Otherwise, it literally blocks my entire ship from getting out of the hangar.
Is this your, like, personal hangar?
Afterburners off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lovely.
Ava, boost 10.
Boost second full trim. Afterburners off. winning contracts.
Cross my fingers. Oh, I see a few. Bounty evaluation. If I do that one, maybe I'll get some more of other kinds of stuff. SMO 22. Interesting.
And do you want to share it along?
I'm going to.
Sweet. Now you probably haven't done before I get back to microtech space, because for some reason it spawned me at Area 18.
Lovely.
And I know I homed at microtech.
Sharing? So this particular one is a 20K. So when it gets done, if it's still the way it was before, we should both get 20K.
It did not come through.
I'll try again. Let me check on the party first. Yep, you are in the party.
Yeah, I see your marker right ahead of me, so...
Gary?
I wonder if I'm not eligible since I haven't done any certifications yet.
It does have things that say, like if I hover it over at the right time, that if you're not eligible, I don't know what that means. So... I'll share the next one that I get.
Okay.
Seems kind of silly.
My guess would be if it is an eligibility thing, because I haven't done any bounty hunting at all, I have not... Since I haven't certified, I haven't earned the right to do the mission yet. So I can kind of see where they're at.
Yeah. Like if someone in your party is able to do it, they should let them share it. Just my opinion. Or maybe... contact
Like I said, I see both sides of this argument. If I really want to be eligible to do the mission with you.
Yeah.
Go get certified.
Ava, red alert.
Weapons engaged. 100% impulse.
Ava, display
Combat
info
mode
0.
enabled. Decoys 4.
Whoa.
Ready for battle.
Ava, display info 0. What was that? Ava, display info 0. That was interesting. Had a strange combo of characters there, and it just full screened my... There we go. How are you even still alive? Just went right into the ground.
And that makes for an easy kill.
It's a 85X and it seems to be invulnerable.
Well, that's inconvenient.
Mm-hmm.
That's a beansy little ship. You need to hit it like 3 times and it pops.
Yeah, I've hit him a zillion times. He's still got full shields. super confused. Gave a suppression fire.
Alternating weapons 1 and 2.
Gave a ceasefire. Gave a ceasefire. Oh, I gotta fix that. Gave a ceasefire. Gave a suppression fire.
Alternating weapons 1 and 2.
There we go. She's just sitting there, doing nothing. Literally invulnerable. Try and lure him away from the SMO-22. Good Lord. Global chat's down too. I was like, oh, maybe I should ask chat to see if they have any tricks for. Maybe I should
all the
jump.
things that are broken, that is the thing I missed the least.
This is also true. I turned it off yesterday, and now it's off when I need it.
Sometimes it is insightful and helpful.
And other times it
Frequently,
is.
It is just toxic.
It just reminds me of X.
I refuse to change its name. It's Twitter.
Yeah, well, I just I just use X as an X'd out exit.
I refuse to give the dipshit that owns it the respect.
I quit it like 2 years ago, along with Facebook and everything else. Now I only use Mastodon.
Only so I still do have Facebook, but that's only because I have some friends who that's the only connection I have with them.
Yeah.
So that to me is worth it. But I don't know anyone on Twitter because I opened an account and never used it. I didn't see the value in it.
Hey, the ceasefire.
But I'm old, so.
I think my thing really is just I don't mind social media. I think social media is fine. It's good. Except for the part where it's enshittified by corporate bullshit and they don't show me what I want. What I want to see is I want to see the accounts that I follow in chronological order, most recent to least recent, and no other bullshit. I don't want to see ads. I don't want to see anything. I happily pay for it if I wanted to.
Now, if I could sub out of ads, that's fair. I mean,
Yep.
They have to pay the bills. They have to keep the lights on. Ads are how they do that most of the time.
Yep. And so
But I also remember when cable television was ad-free, and that was the joy of cable television. That died because there was another. Now they can make more money. But I would. My streaming services for music, yeah, I could pay to have no commercials. I'm a cheap bastard. I'll deal with the commercials.
I guess I didn't mind commercials so much when I was a kid, and that was all we had. But I also felt like it wasn't as weird. I mean, now it's just all like stupid pharmaceutical commercials, and it's just all like horrid stuff. It's bizarre.
Are you streaming?
I am. Yeah.
Okay. Then
there's only so far down that rabbit hole we can go.
Yep. This is why I'm checking before I start.
But yeah, I don't have. I got rid of. I had YouTube TV for a while. I got rid of cable, and then I got rid of YouTube TV too because I'm like, man, I just it's not worth paying $95 a month.
A while back, I don't have cable TV because there's nothing on. It is literally just a waste of money.
Yep.
I had it for a while because I do like sports ball. I understand it's not for everybody. But I did some math with the amount of time I actually sat down at home to watch a game. Those number of times the cost of going out to a bar to watch it over dinner. Going out and having dinner and a couple of drinks with my wife was cheaper than the cable bill.
There you go. Yep.
So I could get a pitcher of beer, 2 entrees for less than the cost of cable.
Yep.
So, yeah. Plus, okay, so your basic entry-level cable package gives you like 400 channels of crap, right?
More than crap. Like brain-rotting, horrible, housewives of the God knows what. I can't even understand. I don't even understand. You remember when Discovery used to have science content on it?
Do you remember when History had history on it?
Yeah. I don't even recognize any of that stuff. There was maybe 2 shows. You remember when Sci-Fi had sci-fi on it? Yeah. And I'm like, it doesn't anymore.
Before I have to stop myself after this. America would rather have the drama than honesty. And you can look at any facet of the United States. Majority of Americans would rather have drama than actuality.
I'm not sure I totally agree with that. I think the corporations would rather produce cheap pablum shows than give people quality shows that cost a little bit more money. And then
we eat it up.
Well, I think the thing is that we don't. Cable, people are canceling cable left and right. So, it's a failed medium now because there's nothing on it that's worth people paying that money. So
no, it really is.
I think, like they're just losing millions of viewers per year. And, those shows, yeah, there are people that watch some of those ridiculous shows on streaming, but a large majority of them are not doing that. It's the big shows are, like shows that had good writing and long seasons from like the last 20 years.
I am rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so...
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying. It's like there's shows like that where people... Because they don't make shows with, more than 2 seasons anymore. They don't...
I am okay with it only lasting a season or 2 if the story has a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Sure. But, like, it seems like gone are the days of, being able to have a show that lasts, even 5 years. Like, you're lucky if it lasts. So, shows that some people didn't watch that were on cable from like 10, 20 years ago they're finding now and being like, hey, this one was actually good, and look, there's 7 seasons of it. And then they watch. We just did the same thing with we just did that with Longmire.
And that all ties back, I feel, to there's 400 shows with nothing on. Yeah. They don't have to compete for airtime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They can put any schlock together they want, and someone will air it, so that gets its... You don't have to compete for airtime. I want my base cable package to have 7 channels.
Comcast is selling off all of their cable. They're like a bunch of like the USA Network, Sci-Fi, like a whole bunch of that stuff.
Production studios.
Yeah, they're just selling it off.
They don't make money.
Well, so now my target is white and not attacking. I jumped out, jumped back in again.
That seems inconvenient.
Shoot at me, bro.
You could shoot it in.
I'm not getting criminal count because prison is broken as hell.
Is it still?
Yep.
I wasn't sure if maybe it had gotten a fix yet.
Don't even want to risk it.
Oh, and I want to say congratulations. You beat me to prison this patch. I am usually the guy who accidentally kills a guard and ends up in prison before anyone else who, barring PvP people who literally ask for it.
Let's see what else is out here. Yeesh.
No guard wants to walk in front of my cargo containers? fun throwing 4 SU containers at carts and walking away. How getting hit with a 3-ton object doesn't kill them is beyond me, but...
Alright, looks like I'm running a slur mission, cargo mission for the moment. It didn't seem like it's doing the right thing, but okay.
What's the matter?
Now look at this mission again. Tracks, accepted. I'd like you to assist us. Okay. Picking up a shipment from a freight elevator at Port Tressler, but it's telling me to go to Babbage?
Is that your destination for the stuff you're picking up at Tressler? I've noticed a lot of times cargo missions...
It wants to... Okay. Yeah, I'm going to jump to OM1 first. And then I'm going to try and go to Tressler. It says to go to Tressler in the text, but the marker seemed like it was... Okay, no, it was just lined up weird.
Yeah, trust your text, the markers will lie.
Quantum travel complete.
We have a final approach.
Landing initiated. Weapons engaged. 100% impulse. Combat mode enabled. You have the con.
Pivot gear down.
Deploying landing system.
Landing gear down. Caution, front collision. Landing successful. Engines off.
Oof. Terrible frames per second. I hope it's just building some textures or something.
Not too bad.
Can't pick up the fire extinguisher, but it caused sparks when I opened up my ship, so I took it out. I could tractor it. Very weird.
Interesting.
Okay.
So I discovered a thing the other day about my Nomad.
Yes?
It has a gun rack.
Really?
Right next to the door, there is a 1 rifle gun rack.
Huh. I did not realize that. That's kind of cool.
That's what I thought, which is nice, because, you know, I go out with 1 weapon, or I can leave, like, a heavy tractor beam there.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I, you know, need the heavy tractor and that's what I have, got it. Or if I'm bunker running, that extra rifle I pick up in the bunker, it's got a place to go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's nice.
There we go. Oh, I can't actually get any of these boxes off? Oh, weird. Okay. So, you want to see something weird?
Sure.
I'm going to share it in Discord. Share my screen in Discord.
Alright.
Star Citizen. Okay, you see my tractor beam on the ground there?
Hang on. Yeah.
Okay, it is not in my hand. There's
Correct.
nothing in my hands.
Okay.
Now I'm turning it on because it just like decided not to be in my hands. I'm very far away from it.
Do you want me to swing over and give you a hit? Oh, hey.
And now it showed back up. Okay, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. And now I can't reach any of these boxes.
Nah.
Well,
Yeah,
unless
there's
I'm
a wall.
behind them. There's an invisible wall here.
Yep.
Like this line almost, huh?
I think so.
Why did they hate us?
There are a lot of things in this game that I seriously think are there just to make things more difficult, not for any practical purpose or for added realism or anything, just to make things harder. Because there's no functional reason for a lot of little things.
Ava, push 80. Ava, push 80.
Setting tractor default.
Ava says no.
Tractor type hand. Push 80 meters.
Push 65. Ava, push 65.
Tractor type hand. Push 65 meters.
Ava, push 60.
Tractor type hand. Push 16 meters.
Who needs a damn atlas? Ava, push 65.
Tractor type hand. Push 65 meters.
Ava, push 60.
Tractor type hand. Push 16 meters.
Well, that's not what I said. Ugh, Twitch, you suck. Loser idiots. Check out my... Do this thing. Do you want viewers? Spam. 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 Spammity spam. Spammity spam.
Spam, spam, eggs and spam.
Spam, 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 spam.
Truly wonderful they were.
Ava, push 60.
Tractor type hand. Push 60 meters.
Ava, push 60.
Tractor type hand. Push 16 meters.
Just never understands me. Maybe I gotta do another voice training. Ava, push 60.
Tractor type hand. Push 16 meters.
Fuck.
I'm hearing your stuff. That's. What?
Oh, it's from. Yeah, I don't
I'm-
need to be sharing that anymore. Stop screaming.
Why is it saying there's an overhead collision? I'm in deep space. This is gonna sound like a dumb question, but is there like a setting somewhere to tell the game to remember my power settings when I switch back and forth?
Nope.
It just is gonna default to something stupid every time.
Yep.
That is something that should be changed.
Yeah. Yeah, they have it on their big long list. It's supposed to be. I think they're planning on making it kind of like the camera system, where like it does it per ship. When you set your cameras and stuff, and they're not doing it. They haven't done it. I don't know why, but like it would be because those camera settings are set locally, like in your client.
Right.
And like that way, if you sat in someone else's ship, but it was the same as yours, it would still be your presets. I think that's what they're planning on. Yeah, but who knows? This is the logistics center I have to go drop this stuff off at. I've done that before. It's going to be
So there's
fun.
2 ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
With your vessel, did you put it in the side bins or did you put it in the back?
Side bins.
You might be better served actually hailing it and calling for docking so you can get closer to the freight elevator, because the outside freight elevators are kind of weird getting to. Yeah. I don't know if you could come across sideways.
It'll open up the hangar for me then.
Right, and then you can use that freight elevator, because there's like 4 or 6 exterior elevators at the DCs as well. But with your ship, it's probably easier to actually have ATC give you a hangar.
They have a final approach.
Landing initiated. Weapons engaged. 100%
You've got your
impulse.
nurse in
Combat mode enabled.
back, right?
You have the con.
Although I can put cargo in the back on either side of it.
Oh, shit.
Where is it telling me to land? The fuck?
That was open. Let's see.
I'm getting something very confusing. That is weird. Yeah, it's not, it's just always, it's giving me a marker that's just always underneath me. Very weird. Oh, hello, I'm not going to run into you. Okay.
I need to actually count this out. Where am I at?
Maybe I'll try hailing manually. Nothing. There's nothing there.
Let's have 5 food and 6 ice. Okay.
Maybe if I get really, really close. Nada.
Boom, baby.
I'm gonna have to find. Is there freight elevators by the other landing areas then?
Yes.
They're just far
So
away.
Look,
They're like
if
underneath.
you're looking down at the DC from overhead, you've got like 2 angled wings coming off with like a center spine.
Mm-hmm.
On those angled wings, there are 2 or 3 landing areas each, and underneath the canopy, there's a freight elevator.
Got it.
Is my explanation making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna back in a little bit.
Did they not want to give you? Were you at the one that's on fire?
I don't know if it's on fire or not, but
Is it D13? I think.
I don't know.
Okay, because one of them has a bunch of smoke pouring out of it, and that will not give you a landing bay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that has smoke. This particular one has smoke.
Yep, there's no landing bay there. You have to use the exterior ones.
Ava, secure the ship.
Stand toggling thrusters. Completed.
Annoyingly, I think all of the cargo is going to be on the wrong side. I think I can pull them up and over.
It's not easy, but yes, you can do that. You had
They're
all 1 SUs, right?
Yeah, it'll be SUs. Not so easy with the 8 SUs. Dude, are those weevil eggs? Weevil eggs here. Oh,
What, just
no.
chilling?
They're agricultural supplies. They're just green. Ava, push 80.
Tractor type hand. Push 80 meters.
Ava, push 80.
Tractor type hand, push 80 meters.
Ava, push 80.
Tractor type hand, push 80 meters.
Ava, 75. Ava, push 75.
Tractor type hand, push 75 meters.
Ava, push 70.
Tractor type hand, push 70 meters.
Oh, you don't get hit by my box. Why are you walking in front of a loading zone anyways?
Oh, is it a guard?
Yeah.
Smack him. It's fun.
No. No, thank you.
I've hit them like 4 and 5 times and they don't. The most I've had happen is they'll point their gun at me. I'm glad I haven't actually killed one yet.
Ava, push 70.
Tractor type hand, push 70 meters.
Calliope on the way back and make an extra 59. Yes, please. That's 21. Okay, that's probably all I can handle.
Ava, push 65.
Tractor type hand, push 65 meters.
Gonna do it again, big dummy.
If they walk in front of your forklift, they deserve to get hit with your forklift.
Sure I hit them all, and I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh, now I have to tell it to go down though. Derp-a-dur.
You know, I've been telling someone to go down for years and it still hasn't happened.
Ba-dum-tsh. It's still complex. It's not working. Something's still screwy. Maybe I need to give it a little time here. I mean, it's literally, this is the markers right here, so. There's 8 of them. Deliver 8. Once I send it down the elevator, that should be it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm literally standing on the deliver shipment marker. So I can't be in the wrong place. Maybe I just need to wait. I'll just wait. I'll be patient. I can't do it. It's got to do it now.
You have many virtues. Patience is not among them.
I mean, maybe I'm totally in the. I mean, I jumped to the mark. You know, I jumped to the. It does say, it does say 1.8 mm on it though. So maybe it took me in the wrong place. Son of a bitch. Navigation is making me a little crazy, I think.
Yes. I would like them to work out some of the kinks in the navigation system.
Oh.
Come on. Come on now. Hey.
Don't know how to get myself into these predicaments.
Well, Ollie, what?
Man, my ship is looking pretty barnacled.
Yeah, the graphics appear to have your ship degrading faster than they really are.
Mm-hmm.
I've had like holes through chunks of fuselage, but I'm still at 100%. No big deal. Okay. You know, whatever. As long as functional is functional.
There's no wall at this place, at least. Invisible wall. At least where I'm trying to get it.
Over to Calliope. Where at Calliope?
Ava cast off and head to standard orbit.
Departure initiated. Toggling thrusters. 100% impulse. You have the launch thrusters for 10 seconds. Launch complete. Retracting landing system. Quantum ready. Direct ship to 90 degrees for max thrust in 3, 2, 1. 100% impulse. Boost second burn. Full trim. Afterburners off.
Ava, boost 10.
Boost second burn. Full trim. Afterburners off.
Pick it up here, actually.
Is nowhere near where it took me. Very weird.
Patrick, not mad.
I used Google Maps and now I drove into a pond.
All right, Michael.
Quantum travel complete.
Ava, final approach.
Landing initiated. Weapons engaged. 100% impulse. Combat mode enabled.
Hey.
You have the con.
Ava, gear down.
Deploying landing system.
Just once, I'd like to hear Ava tell you, no. I think it'd be fun.
Front collision. Caution. Deck collision. Landing successful.
Ava, secure the ship.
Stand toggling thrusters. Completed.
Oh, I'm back to 750 repair again. I don't get it. Ava, push 65.
Tractor type hand. Push 65 meters.
Ava, push 65.
Tractor type hand. Push 65 meters.
Ava, push 60.
Tractor type hand. Push 16 meters.
Well, this looks much better. There we go. I got paid. Hooray. Well, it's closing? I thought it... What? Oh no, it's opening now. Yeah, but let's get underway and head to standard orbit. Okay, but let's get underway and head to standard orbit.
Retracting landing system. Quantum ready. Direct ship to 90 degrees for max thrust in 3, 2, 1. 100% impulse. Boost second burn. Full trim. Afterburners off.
Client just died again, like it did before.
I don't know that it was just the client. I went out too. Lovely. You got a black screen?
Yep. It's the black screen of death.
Hello?
Fire. Hey, you're just in time.
You're just in time.
Yeah.
I just jumped on your server and I got a black screen.
Yeah. Yes, everyone did. The black screen of death. It's the new rage. Everyone's doing it.
And what happens to the ship that you were just about to dock in your hangar?
Don't know.
We will find out together.
My guess is it'll time out and auto store it. Yesterday we found out that it cleans up ships pretty quickly in landing areas and auto stores them.
I had just finished loading up the Nomad too.
I'm gonna quit because it's not doing anything.
Yeah, I ended up F4ing just to kill it because dead is dead. Waiting usually doesn't help. Wrong on occasion.
It's the second time it's done this to us today, Dyer. So we'd been going for maybe about 2 hours after the first time. Yeah. So let's see what happens here. But I waited for quite some time last time and it didn't recover. There, I'll invite you to our party.
Yeah, I F4'd, so.
Okay.
Damn it. I had a whole bunch of shit on my ship.
Let me know when you get to menu and I'll try and pick a server.
Alright.
About this was the mild inconvenience of having to reload the game. So my cargo hold was full of contract stuff.
Yeah. I'm on the party now.
I see that.
I'll probably still be there, but for a contract that no longer exists.
Right.
Which means I just have to unload it and let it hit. And that's annoying. Oh, it stored, but maybe not. It stored my ship. It appears.
30k protection, even though we didn't get a 30k maybe. I don't know.
It stored my ship, but not where I am. Okay. Why it keeps putting my Nomad in 18, I don't know, but hey. What to do with 4 minutes?
Yeah, I'm probably in Or Tressler, looks like.
No, I'm still loading in right now.
Yep, pork Tressler. Hi. Let's see where it decided to put my ship, if it did.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Nowhere. It says, well, no, it's a New Babbage. So, is the fastest ship to call it? Probably the Aurora.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
I'm still loading in right now.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Hi, Chad. Did that actually work?
I saw a blur.
Was it a vaguely yellow blur?
A vaguely yellow, yes, exactly.
Please visit us again.
Excellent.
Goodbye.
Then yes, it worked. So let's see.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been delivered to the vault. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
45 seconds. I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'll be back in a second. All right. Back.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Been ages since I've been in
Vehicle
Aurora.
selected.
Kind of excited.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Weird. Okay, but prepare for takeoff.
Contacting docking control. Commencing launch sequence. Powering up the ship.
Oh, nice.
Systems ready. Lights on. 100% impulse. Targeting default set. You have the con.
Okay, but let's get underway.
Retracting landing system.
Landing gear raised. Shields are off.
Oh, it's so fast compared to my Starlancer.
Auto drive is now on. Auto drive is now off.
Back to the... Okay, but navigate to New Babbage.
Navigating to New Babbage.
So tomorrow I have to go through the map and type in all of the new pyro locations into my VoiceAttack. That is going to be nutty. It was right in front of me and I couldn't see it. I'm blind.
Auto drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Holy crap, there's chat.
Yeah, for once in a while it decides to work, I guess. Give a final approach.
Landing initiated. Weapons engaged. 100% impulse. Combat mode enabled. You have the con.
Landing here. Oh, come on. MFDs are offset in the wrong places in the
There's
Aurora.
motherfucking dicks.
Did you lose all of it?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, it was MFDs were offset, so motherfucking dicks.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
Trying to be and missed.
I see what you did there. Let's talk to you that way. I'm sorry. If you want to land, you're not allowed. That guy is gonna crash. Holy cow. What just happened there?
Hello, hello.
Dyer's back. Back again.
Shall we tell a friend?
No landy for Chetty.
Why not?
If I am, I'm not getting a marker. Let's get really close to the place where it usually puts them. Let's just get uncomfortably close.
That's my favorite way to be. Uncomfortably close.
Like maybe it'll tell me to get out of the way and then grab my ship. Ah, kind of hard to get another ship out. Just saying. Just saying.
The game keeps giving me these missions for 25 and 26 SCU of cargo. That will not. I will not run that mission. I'll just get some ratchet straps and off I go.
Put it on the roof. So I think I'm just gonna land over by garage area and run upstairs that way. Okay, but gear down.
Deploying landing system.
Okay, someone's Polaris is here. But probably not for long. Something smells good down there. Elevator lobby. You know, I have never checked, but does it give you the same, essentially tail number for your ship every time you claim it, or does it do a different one?
You know, I've never looked.
Like if it's the same every time,
that'd be really cool.
It would be really cool, and it would also be cool to like I would want to write it down and then figure out just have them there so I could, because it's it doesn't give me the name of my ship or anything like that. This is not good. So my hangar is now working. Now I'm nervous I have a pork tank, but what I'm going to try and do is call in a ship. Let's call in my Hornet. Just for yucks. Let's see what happens. But I have a feeling it's going to say, "I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that right now." I'm going to have a borked hangar, and I'm going to have to do a character reset probably.
From all of us at Microtech, welcome to the new Babbage Interstellar Spaceport.
What?
I'm sorry.
Yep.
That's an invalid request.
Okay. Well,
Please visit us again.
Remember,
it's probably a good time to break and have dinner, and I'm going to do a character reset and come back in, a couple hours. I might even have a martini in that amount of time, and I won't care as much if it doesn't work.
There you go. Dude, a dirty martini sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I've been thinking about, a dirty martini all day long. And I have 2 weeks of nothing but Christmas time and Star Citizen, so
For the latest updates on ship availability,
Which one is more frustrating?
Neither one, really. And I mean, I probably should be more frustrated at Star Citizen, but I'm not.
Well, I will probably still be about.
Yeah. All right.
What I have to do, so we'll see you later. Have a good dinner.
I still want to. I still want to test sharing those missions and see how it goes. So, hopefully it'll cooperate better afterwards. So, have a good one, everyone.